Okay.
Now,
Let's just discuss the facts, the texts, and everything we're here to discuss, and let's not call each other names or be rude.
Thank you, Dave.
Right.
Okay, is that
That's
okay,
good.
Bob?
That's good.
I was thinking as I stepped out of the room a moment ago that it would be a good idea. Where are you in New Mexico?
I'm in Taos, New Mexico.
Taos.
Right,
Of course, why not? The New
right
Age
off
capital of New Mexico.
Right off of no. I'm not into any hippie stuff. I can't stand hippies.
Okay, all right.
I've been
I would
studying
suggest-
Greek and the Bible for the last 35 years. That's
I-
what
I
I
know
want
what
to talk
you've done.
about. I
I
want
know.
to talk about the Bible.
I
let Bob
just would like to suggest
Yes.
that to really have a candid conversation, no cameras. You
What?
get in your car and drive down to Phoenix,
Yeah, but that makes you look like a coward.
and I
Yeah, tune it down, Hillman, please.
will be happy to spend time with you. Normally, we ask for a donation to help cover my
Of
staffing
course,
and
because you're greedy,
facilities.
Bob. It's flim flam.
But
You got to be nice. Listen.
I will
God,
be
you
happy.
Oh God!
I will be
Put
happy.
the devil back.
I will be happy to provide you with a complimentary exorcism session.
No, thank you. I
But
don't
it-
have a
but-
demon,
but
Bob.
wait a minute.
I wanted to talk about the Bible. I don't.
That's why I was saying he's trolling when he does the whole demon thing. He's clearly trolling. The shirt is trolling. He's offering an exorcism. He says complimentary, but he wants to be paid for that. That's so strange that the priest would say this in this case.
I don't have a demon. I'm
Which
not
would
here.
be-
First of all,
to talk
wait.
about a
We
demon.
have to appreciate the fact that Bob is the only one
Yeah.
who has the balls to come in here and talk to you.
Oh, that's kudos. Big balls.
No one else
Yeah.
can do it.
Kudos. Nobody, Bob. And this was Harvard
Okay,
people.
okay,
This
so-
was Harvard.
Hang on, let him go, let him
Who
go.
else?
But
Tell
you're
him.
not letting me talk.
Let him talk.
Please,
You're not
go
letting
ahead,
me.
go ahead.
You're not. You're trying to control the agenda. So
No, that's
just
why
let,
I'm here.
Let me finish speaking.
Of course, that could be said back to the priest in this case, because he's also trying to control the agenda. Up to this point, Hillman, he was disrespectful a couple of times, but he did say, I have a question, I want to talk about the Bible, and you are not letting him do that. So now you feel more controlling.
Where it's just you and me, and maybe a ministry associate there with me, and that we have a candid conversation about you and your life and your beliefs, and I'm very happy to do that. But that would have to be in a setting where there's transparency and honesty, and we can have an exchange without playing to the galleries.
Yes, definitely. That's a great, wonderful
let's-
idea. If I were demon possessed, Bob, but I'm not demon possessed, and I
wait a
don't
minute.
need your spiritual help. I was coming to you as one former man of God to another person who appreciates the Bible, Bob. And I just
You're
wanted to
trying-
know, please tell me, why was Jesus arrested
This is the
in a
reason
public
I
park
didn't
with a
want you
naked
around
kid?
in this room when I talked with him, is because you're a control freak trying to get the upper hand on everything. So just be a
One
human.
answer. That's the only question
Just
I'll ask
talk
you.
to me.
That's it.
Talk to me as a human being.
Just
Okay.
ask him
Do you
kindly
think
what
it's
your question
possible?
is.
Do you think
As
it's
a human
possible?
being.
When,
Okay.
When Jesus was arrested in
I-
Gethsemane with a naked kid,
I-
screaming, "I'm not a child."
we
trafficker,"
know
or
what you
lace
think
days.
about. Okay.
Could it
Okay,
be
okay,
that
wait,
he was
listen, we
actually?
both have
I'm
turns.
about 30 seconds from walking out of
We
here.
have to take
Okay.
turns.
As the second threat, of course, to leave. I do believe that Dr. Hillman's statements that he just made now, insinuation about Jesus and the child and all that, I think that's all complete, utter nonsense. But obviously you could tell me, well, yeah, okay, Metatron, but you need to prove it. Absolutely, working on it. But I wouldn't walk out. He can say whatever he wants. That's freedom. He can say whatever he wants, and then I will respond if I'm prepared.
I'm going to ask the question, and then we have to stop, and we have to let Bob give his response.
That's reasonable.
Okay, go
when
ahead.
Jesus Christ was arrested in Gethsemane at 4 a.m. with a naked boy screaming, "I am not a child," or lace days in Greek, could it actually
Not the only translation for that word.
be, Bob, that he was doing creepy things?
Bob, the stage is yours.
Are you suggesting that Christ was a pedophile?
No, I'm saying.
Are you
text-
saying that he was a pedophile?
No,
Are
I'm
you saying
the
that?
text says that Jesus
Are
Christ.
you saying
Oh,
that?
goodness gracious. Just say no, Bob Larson. That's how you answer that. You don't try to do this flipping of the thing. Are you daring to say, yes, he's saying that? So just say no, and then provide a intellectual and possibly linguistic, but since you're a man of faith like me, you can also present a doctrinal reason for it. You can share your testimony. You can do all of this. It would be a lot better to actually go into the linguistic secular aspect of it, since that's the foundation of Dr. Hillman's positions. So I think that would be much better. But this, are you saying, just say no?
Christ was a based upon what you think the text said.
I think what he's saying is no. He doesn't believe that he's not stating his own beliefs.
No,
what he's saying
arguments.
is he's repeating.
I'm not interested in arguments. I'm saying the text. I want the real Jesus.
That
when Jesus
is
was arrested,
intellectual dishonesty, and you know it, and you're not going to overpower me the way you normally do people. It's no wonder nobody wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay? So if
I would want to talk to him.
If you are suggesting in any way, shape, or form on any evidentiary basis that you have in your mind that Christ did that, there's no dialogue that we can have.
Well, so
Why? This makes it sound, I'm not trying to create a straw man here with the priest, but I'm saying this: if for you're unable to have a dialogue with someone who states something that you don't believe, then you cannot have dialogues unless the person you're talking to believes the same as you do. That's not what a debate is. And do keep in mind that they're both being paid, by the way, by the host. I believe the priest is receiving $5,000 to be here, and I have no reason to believe that $5,000 weren't also offered equally to Dr. Hillman to be present in this. And of course, that's an excellent move by Danny Jones, because with the views they're going to get through this episode, and maybe there is even a sponsors, they will make a lot more money. So that's going to be seed money, and that was economically viable for them. With money on the table, you are agreeing for a service. The service is you'll engage with someone in a debate. And in order to engage with someone in a debate, you need to acknowledge the fact and their freedom to state something that you disagree with, so then you can start defending your points, attacking your opponent's arguments. That's what a discussion, conversation, debate is, particularly in this context. I think we can all agree that with that. Atheists, Christians, agnostics, Buddhists, anyone watching here, I think we can all agree with that. But considering the fact that you're both being paid to do it, definitely the priest is being paid to do it, I really fail to understand this. Oh, if you say something that I disagree with, we can't have a discussion. I'm sorry, you're changing the definition of discussion then.
I'm still willing to meet with you in private, where there's no need for you to have to play to an audience, and no need for me to prove anything to anybody.
Have you read this, Bob? Have you actually read the Bible?
Okay. You're just a broken record.
No. I want to talk about the text.
You honestly don't possess the intellectual latitude to move outside of a predetermined frame of reference where you can beat your drum, and I'm not going to buy into that, okay? You're not...
Is that me or the demon?
You're not...
Is that me or the demon? Oh, he cracks me up.